Last case? Yeah, this is the last case. I'm starting it early because I've heard it's enormous. All right. Turnabout ablaze. I don't mind Kay Faraday that much so far, Roma. That's probably because she's not in the game as much as I thought she'd be.
Yeah, she's pretty, like, in the middle. I don't have any strong opinions towards her because she's kind of, like, not around.
Yeah.
In the second game, she has a thing that happens that makes you either like her more or hate her.
Oh shit, this is Edgeworth reading. When those which were split and are made whole again. Oops, sorry, little late. The truth will reveal itself. Someone, maybe it's Piff.
No, it's Aram. Piff's having a hard time getting in for some reason.
Oh.
I'm playing a game right now, so I won't be voicing anything. Just hang out.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over and help see what Piff's up to.
Okay. He might have to momentarily stop streaming before he can hop in. I think Savvy had a problem with that the other day. You accursed Yatagarasu! Kay! You!
I'll be right back.
Bye. 8 hours earlier. It's so nice. Almost dreamlike to finally have a chance to relax and sip some tea. Especially after what a whirlwind the past few days have been. Kay is evil now, I guess. Surprise. I hate that I'm, like, trying to mix the sound. I hate how fucking loud the cutscenes are versus the actual game. Okay. On my return flight, I was dragged into a case involving an Interpol agent's murder, in case you forgot. The next day, I investigated a kidnapping and a murder at the Gatewaterland theme park. Then I went back in time 7 years. And later that night, a detective's dead body welcomed me back to my office. Along with a thief who was out to pilfer files related to a case from 10 years ago. I hope you like long cases. I don't. I hate them.
Yeah, this one's very long.
Yeah.
Not like Rise from the Ashes long. This one, actually, this one's not like insanely long compared to some of the long ones in the main series games. It's more that it's much longer than it should be.
So like Rise from the Ashes.
Kind of, yeah.
How did I manage to find myself in the middle of so many cases back to back?
It's almost like there was a tiny time window between the end of Trials and Tribulations and Phoenix getting disbarred, and we had to set these games right in there.
Which is strange, because Phoenix doesn't really play into this game at all. Well, at least I have today. All I ask is that I be allowed to spend it quietly. Get out of my office, Kay. And suddenly the phrase, the fragility of dreams, comes to mind. Well, if you must know, it's possible that I was paid a visit last night by your fake. Dots. Unfortunately for us, the thief managed to escape. But even now, we're still looking for this criminal. However, I must warn you that we've only had a few hours to search so far, so I must insist that you be patient on this one, Kay. Piff and glass, probably.
Yeah.
Hey.
We got it.
Oh, and that is? On March 14th, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. That's quite a bold declaration to send to an embassy. I suppose it was inevitable that a newspaper would catch wind of this. How did Phoenix get disbarred? Nonsense.
Oh, for people over here, Jello's doing a stream on his end.
Yeah.
We're gonna have...
Yeah, let me know if you ever, like, get to a point in your game where you, like, beat a hard segment and there's something that you, like, want people to be able to listen to or focus on without me Edgeworthing all over it.
I'll give you
Just
a heads
rub
up.
my edge in your face.
Let me just rub my edge in your worth. I suppose it is quite an urgent matter. However, do you know which country's embassy we should be investigating? I'm not, Kay. You're just too wound up. You mean Miss Yu? The woman who killed Kay's father, Byrne Faraday, 7 years ago. Kind of fun to have an antagonist who's the same 2 cases in a row. Callisto Yu. Though I assume I'll be prosecuting some other person, and she'll probably die halfway through this one, knowing how Ace Attorney works. Why are you laughing?
Why indeed?
She claimed to be the great thief Yatagarasu, and then disappeared from the courtroom. Though also knowing Ace Attorney, I bet she was somehow just doing it to keep Kay safe, because otherwise they would prosecute her for murder.
Let me tell you about the second Edgeworth game.
Oh, come on!
Not exactly, but like kind of.
The second Edgeworth game I like a lot. I think that one's really good.
That one's better than
I
this.
think there's a character that Jello's really gonna like. I think the whole chocolate man. I think
Chocolate man, take me by the hand.
The Yatagarasu's card that's shown in this article. It looks to me as though it could be genuine. Wait, there are a few preparations I must make before we go. I need my lucky steel samurai. There's something interesting about this card we found last night here in my office. It's of a different color than the one in the article, which makes me wonder why. No reason at all. Very well. Seeing as how Miss Yu is also someone of a special nature to me, I love her, I agree there is some merit to be found in investigating this.
cheating on Phoenix, are we, Miles?
Let them kiss. I love in the 6th game when Edgeworth shows up, your profile for him says, Miles Edgeworth, my best friend. And I was like, oh, I don't think they ever said it anywhere.
It's really cute.
I love how everyone despises Larry.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's funny because, like, in the first game, Phoenix is like, this is my good friend Larry. He's kind of a fuck up, but, you know, like,
But
I
he
still
always
like him, and I
comes
try to help him
through.
out. And then by the third game, it's like, my friend Larry. I fucking hate him.
Oh, great, this asshole. What a coincidence. Who would have thought that a Steel Samurai stage show would ever be held at such an elegant theater inside a foreign embassy? Yes, that's fucking ridiculous. Oh, I just realized I'm not actually screen sharing to you guys in case you wanted to, for whatever reason, watch. I'll do that. Stream.
Thank you.
Oh. There we go. That should do it.
I like how in the DLC case for the most recent game, Larry shows up and it's like not even remotely covered up how much everyone hates him.
Oh no, and they deserve to. He's a bastard in that case. That case sucks, by the way. It's easily the worst one in that game.
It sucks because the characters in it are so cute, and the premise is really neat. Like the aesthetic. is
Yeah,
really
the
neat.
aesthetic's fun, and I really like Ellen White. She's cute.
Yeah.
Well, as you said yourself, this place and the countries it houses are very special. Even this theater is special in that it is a neutral zone shared by the two countries. The Kingdom of Alabast. Yes, it would appear that the Steel Samurai is very popular in that country as well. Jello, there is a cameo. You guys, you gotta stop telling me, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't care. This entire game is like weird fan service of random Ace Attorney characters.
Looks at Emma. She served no
Yeah,
purpose.
what the fuck was that? I don't even like Emma.
Oh yeah, I forgot she cameoed in that game.
Yeah.
She was like the second fake out, because first it was marketed as like, oh, Edgeworth and Gumshoe buddy cop game. And then, I don't know if this is true, but I strongly suspect, because of how like Kay's thief visualizer thing works, I strongly suspect that Emma was supposed to be the teenage girl sidekick in this game. And then they were like, fuck, and made up a new character, but kept the same gimmick they would have used if it was Emma, which was like the visualization.
Yeah, I think they randomly have... Emma really likes Edgeworth in the other games for some
Yeah.
reason I don't remember.
She has like a huge crush on him or something from whenever she was a kid.
Barking up the wrong tree. That's
He did something in that case that involved her that like made her like him or something.
Well, yeah, she likes him and Phoenix a lot because they collectively unfucked her and Rise from the Ashes.
The Kingdom of Alabast versus the Republic of Babal Goodwill Jubilee. That sounds problematic. The small European countries of the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babal. These two countries used to be a single entity that was abundant with nature, and it was called the Principality of Cadopia. I could just sense this case's scope being way too big already.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm alright. Am I going to end up prosecuting an evil president who caused this civil war? Is that going to be what this is about?
No comment.
Smiley face emoji.
After a period of civil unrest, the country split in two, though signs of their past remain. It'd be impressive if they didn't. For example, their flags preserve the flower and butterfly motifs to this day. Cadopia, huh? Where have I heard that name before? The KG-8 incident, and what was referred to as the second KG-8 incident, in which an embassy staff member was murdered. Both of these cases were related to the Principality of Cadopia. In the 7 years that have passed, the country may have been split into two. However, the Otaka Rasu still sent a calling card here. What could it all mean?
Something dumb.
Yeah, I think you told me that the team that wrote this wrote Dual Destinies in 6, right?
Yeah, well, the lead writer on this basically took over as the lead writer for the series, so I believe he wrote Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice later on as well.
Because
This is by far the worst thing he wrote.
Because a lot of the things he tries here feel like proto-bad versions of 5 and 6. Like,
Yeah.
especially 6 with its, like, here's like a foreign country and, like, it's weird laws that you're gonna have to deal with. Oh, excuse me. What were we talking about again? I don't like you, Kay.
For people in Piff stream chat, we got two streams going on.
Pretty sure that the game was originally supposed to star Emma, but they gave it to Edgeworth because of his popularity. Honestly, that was a good move, I think. Because I can't imagine a fucking Emma Sky investigation selling very well. If that's the case, then why the verses? Oh, was one of them going to be a fake that was smuggled? Okay, need I remind you to take care and not succumb to your thieving desires? She had better be saying that in jest. Kay hasn't stolen a fucking thing.
Nope. It's almost like she's completely generic in every way, and her gimmick is entirely superficial.
Yeah. I don't, like, actively dislike her, but yeah, she doesn't really add anything. I know. And
I like her better in the second game because the plot doesn't contort to be about her at every opportunity.
I mean, I still have the longest case in the game to say I would completely disagree that's the case so far. She's almost irrelevant right now. I suppose we should still spend some time examining this place. Time to go home. So let's talk to Green Suit Magoo.
It's an actual game, Kick Foxy. It's an Ace Attorney game.
A more honest approach to appearing on TV might serve your ambitions better. Oh, sorry. Oh no!
Yeah.
No!
Oh yeah.
Yada.
You're not. I'm not talking to you.
Oh,
Oh
no,
yeah.
it's
This,
Afro Lady.
get ready for a barrage of all your favorite characters.
God damn it. It
Oh
appears.
yeah.
It appears that the child's watching a video from the first season of The Steel Samurai. Hey kid, watching games on your phone?
Oh, they went to Neo Tokyo, did they?
Jello's playing an Edgeworth game.
Completely absorbed in singing the theme song, I see. I'll let the child watch in peace. Time to go home. Hello, green man. I was wondering what is beyond these doors. Ah, no, that's quite alright. An embassy isn't some sort of theme park, Kay. This place isn't inexplicably sponsored by the police, I'll have you know.
Oh no, Piff.
I was wondering what's behind these doors. It's probably the same shit. What? Am I, like, supposed to go in here?
I think you're just supposed to talk to people right now.
Can I not talk to Lotta?
I don't think she's relevant right now.
Right now?
I don't remember if she's important in this game or the next one.
Hi, Bryn.
I suppose there's no graceful way to enter this conversation. Ignore.
Well, Kick Foxy, yesterday there was quite a few people doing voices for a lot of the characters in the game. If you ever want, look at that. It was really funny and neat.
Yeah, I think the plan is I'm going to play this pretty much all day. And probably with 3 breaks based on how long I've heard this case is. Or 2 breaks, and it's going to be 3 sections. And most of my voice actor buddies are going to be playing a game called Ebon Ward. So they won't be around. And I'm hoping that for the finale of this case, I can bring most of them in and have them cast as people. Let's just do as he wishes and leave him alone. Alright, fine. I'll talk to Lotta.
You didn't talk to the reporter yet.
Oh. I seem to remember this woman from somewhere, yet my instincts are directing me not to engage in conversation with her. Perhaps it would be best if I left her alone. I feel like they should have given me, like, an objective here. Well, excuse me, but when you are filming for real, would you mind giving me a call? I sense that she didn't hear a single word I just said. How about you, camera guy? Okay. Was that my fault just now? Edgeworth, you're literally sitting with your neck to the lens. What am I supposed to be doing?
I don't remember. Did you investigate the, like, sushi right there?
No. There are pamphlets about the 2 embassies here on this table. Oh, good, a 3D chart. That's always a good sign. The country split into 2 a few years back, and they've shared the building and its grounds 50-50 ever since. I should think that's not the reason why, Kay. I suppose I'll just help myself to one of these. You got a palace map. I guess that's what I needed to grab. What is all this hubbub? Ah! The Iron Infant? Okay. Oh. Wait, okay, I think I've seen... I think I've seen some portraits from this game. I'm afraid I know who's under that Steel Samurai costume, if I'm remembering correctly.
Who do you think it is, Jello? Who is it, Jello?
I don't want to say. May I speak with you a second? I don't want to say, but I hope Majin shows up. It's the Steel Samurai. My biggest crush. Please excuse me. It's just that I've never seen a superhero up close before. To Edgeworth, from Steel Samurai Daddy. Married man of Neo Old Tokyo.
Notice something. Edgeworth didn't say his name, I don't think. Maybe Kay did.
Yeah, no, I think I know who it is. I'll leave it a surprise for the chat, I guess. Even though I think most of them have played this game, actually.
It's Spaz. It's Nick.
It's Nick, I wish.
Oh my god, can you fucking imagine?
That'd be hilarious.
He really does seem like a goodwill ambassador, doesn't he? Oh, the Jammin' Ninja's still a thing, huh?
Yeah, Kay mentioned it earlier.
Regrettably, I don't have much of an interest in ninjas. What the fuck, Mr. Edgeworth?
I repeat, fuck ninjas.
Hey, you're not a ninja just because
Fuck
you have a scar.
ninjas.
I suppose you're not about to give me much of a choice here, are you, Kay? Why are we here? Oh, right.
Why do I care? Alright.
You know they're here because Edgeworth wanted to see that Steel Samurai.
That's true.
What was that about a Yatagarasu card being sent here? I don't know, I just saw the Steel Samurai.
Anyway. Yes. Well, it doesn't seem very likely that the Yatagarasu will be making an appearance tonight. Also, I just came here for the show. Most likely it was simply a prank. A little ha-ha, if you will. But... a little oopsie-doodle. But I thought you said that the Yatagarasu doesn't send calling cards. Yeah, I faked it, because I wanted to see a show with you. I figured from the very beginning this would wind up being a wild goose chase.
Or a wild crow chase.
Goodbye. A genuine fake.
How can a fake be genuine?
Good forgery. Look at all these multicolored officer. What? I'm Kay Faraday. I'm gonna be the worst of the assistants. I don't know if I agree with that so far.
Who do you think is the worst assistant?
Maya.
Who do you think is the best assistant?
Rafa. I mean, actually Apollo and Athena, but since you also play as them, it doesn't count.
Yeah, Apollo's definitely the best.
Apollo's great.
Apollo's probably the best character in my opinion.
He's a good boy. It's such a
Wish I knew
shame
about
they
that story.
they dropped the ball so hard on his initial appearance that they just keep trying to give him more shit. I think they finally did a good job in 6. Like a really good job, but it's weird since it's their 3rd try. Okay, a countryman's embassy is considered to be part of the country itself. If you don't go through the proper procedures to enter the country... What? Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you? Hold it! You would tell a prosecutor straight out... Wait, what? You would tell a prosecutor straight out that you intend to illegally enter another... Kay, are you listening to me? Oh well.
No!
Someone stop her! Anyone?
No!
Okay,
No.
fine, I'll jog over there. Kay, where are you? Don't tell me you really did find some way over this fence. Ack! You. Oh, I expected that flash forward to be later on in the case, but okay. You. Cursed Yagatarasu! Kay! You'd better be alright wherever you are.
If you're not alright, I'll be very upset at you.
I'm here too, pal.
Oh, is Gumshoe here?
Yeah,
I'm still trying my best to be in this game.
and the gorilla. Oh, jeez. Oh, I should exercise more. Kay, are you alright? Detective Gumshoe, what is the meaning of this? Hey, we found a dead body. Oh, it's the guy who cameoed in the last case, surprise. He's... I wish that, like, for every Ace Attorney game, I could reset my knowledge on Ace Attorney, because I feel like I'm way too deep in the, like, I know how they write their cases. And I end up using meta knowledge to solve puzzles more than anything else, and that's not good. Anyone else hear a rumbling?
Yeah, there's like a slight bump noise, like somebody's bumping their mic or.
Oh, I'm sorry. The mic to be in front of my face and have me be a good audio quality, because OBS is weird, it has to be right next to my knee. So anytime that happens, it's like literally the what do you call this? The noise guard, the pop filter is right in front of one of my eyes, so I can actually only see about half the screen.
Oofda.
Let me go grab the different share. Oh man, is Kay gonna get framed for murder?
Who doesn't get framed?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but your Agent Lang oh no, I have to start this shit again. Your agent... Fuck, we already did Licorice.
Lugubrious.
Your Agent Lugubrious's secretary. Sheena, I believe your name is, correct? And if you are making an arrest, I hope this lady's like secretly Callisto you. I assume that you have evidence that it was Kay who committed the crime. Is that also correct? You refuse to answer? I'm pretty sure none of us have authority here. Jello, be careful what you wish for. That wasn't a joke. There we go. Unfortunately, Detective, embassies are a different matter. This office is considered to be a part of the Republic of Babal, which means that anything that happens here defaults to the control of the Babalese
Anything
government.
that happens here happens in real life.
What? Oh shit! Defaults to the control of the Babalese government and Babalese law, giving them exclusive extraterritorial rights. My extraterritorial rights are too powerful to let this game end. Extraterrestrial rights? Sir, do you really believe that the truth is out there? Basically, our country's laws do not apply inside the embassy of another country. That's what was agreed to by our respective governments. Our authority to investigate was effectively nullified the second we entered this place. Also, I'm a prosecutor, not a detective. Which means we can do little here in this situation.
Congratulations, Biff!
Yeah.
Biff just did a really hard thing, and he won. He won the battle.
In that
Nice.
case. Oh, goods, me again. In that case, allow me to join your investigation.
I will be your assistant this time, and I'm not 13 anymore.
I had a French accent when I was 13, but it's evolved. Ambassador Paleano. Paleano! I truly appreciate you allowing me to join the investigation. Oh god, I gotta voice this guy. It's really nothing. Manny was my secretariat. He was my horse. So of course I want to help you as much as I can. In fact, it's a blessing that Interpol agents were able to make it so quickly. Francisca. Well, I never imagined that I'd meet you here of all places. This is an embassy, meaning that you have no authority to conduct— Hold it! Already? What is it? Ambassador Paleano. And you are? I'm Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth, I'm Miles Edgeworth, a public prosecutor. I am also Francisca. Let me investigate.
I'm a gender bent Francisca.
I ask that you please allow me to investigate this case as Miss Von Karma's assistant. Miles, what the heck do you think you're— Please, I implore you, Ambassador Paleano. Very well, I'll be counting on the two of you, Miss Von Karma and Mr. Edgeworth. I don't exactly have a choice, do I, Detective? If I don't become Francisca's assistant, I can't participate in this investigation. There you go again, running at the mouth with that aloof expression on your face. Francisca, please. I don't know what you're planning quite yet, but at least I know one thing, that you are now my subordinate. As if I couldn't get any more dumb. Just remember that my whip is always ready to wake you should you have a brain lapse. Of course. I'll keep that in mind. Right, let's begin the investigation. I should save. You should go to bed, Joker. Begin investigation! By the way, Detective, I suppose it's a bit late to be asking, but why are you here? And why are our police guarding an embassy? Except for how mutually unbeneficial this has all turned out to be, I suppose. It looks like you failed to competently perform your guard duty yet again. Look forward to your next—
I suck, pal.
Look forward to your next salary negotiation. Although it's out of my hands. Let Gumshoe be alive. I'm gonna talk to this guy. Oh, what's this thing? This ceiling fan must have fallen from the ceiling. What? What? Oh, but I was trying to look at the statue and I got really confused. Exactly what it sounds like it does. It's a fan that's installed on one's ceiling. Detective Gumshoe, in the real world, we close our eyes when we sleep. I can't believe that Manny fell among thieves tonight. Without him, I have no idea what my schedule for tonight is. Ambassador Paleano, I believe your schedule tonight will consist of murder, listening to reports from the police. That and only that. I ask you to cooperate not only for your own sake, but for Mr. Cochin? Did we decide how this was pronounced? Yeah. Mr. Cochin's as well. You're a rather strong man, aren't you? How fascinating! Here, I know it isn't much, but I'd like you to have these. $3 million! I'm sorry, but it would be against my principles to accept a bribe. Oh, no. These are simply coupons we distribute to promote Babal. Remember, we offer a large number of discounts and offers when you visit lovely Babal. Now I remember. The Republic of Babal is known for its feverish tourism industry.
I love this guy's big smile.
I like this guy.
I like his, I like the animation he has where he, like, one by one unclenches and clenches his fingers around his other hand.
I like a lot of the portraits in this game.
I really like the one where he, like, looks serious for half a second and he turns his head a little bit and smiles real big and he's like, yeah!
I was wondering if you might tell me a bit more about the deceased, Manny Cochin. He was my secretary, and the ambassadary secretary, charged with running the whole place. He was an admirable man. His death is a great loss to our country. He was in charge of everything: accounting, printing, smuggling, taking care of our national treasures. I'm sorry, but did you say printing. Our country's primary source of revenue is our tourism industry. So in order for us to print the necessary pamphlets, flyers, coupons, etc., we have a printing press here at our embassy. I see. Please excuse my forwardness. However, I feel I should mention that I have the distinct impression that I've met him before. Oh, yes. Since you are of the legal profession, I suppose you just might have. After all, Manny was involved in the KGB incident. That's not what it's called. You mean the KG-8 incident. The defendant who was found innocent in that case was Manny. So, your Mr. Cochin is the same man as that one in, the one in that case. It's been 10 years. It's been 3,000 years. Manny recovered personally from that case and dove enthusiastically into his job. He was the one who planned this event and was to oversee the embassy's renovations. It really is a shame. He had such a bright future ahead of him. What exactly did you mean earlier by renovations? We can't have tourists and visitors in our embassy think we're a poor nation, can we? So we smuggled in a bunch of beautiful artwork, so renovating the embassy is something of an investment. We may have a rather paltry budget, but we're trying our best to make do. However, I guess the only person who could have helped us do our best is no longer with us. By the way, I'm a prosecutor. It's so weird that, like, the prosecutor badge actually elicits a reaction from people in this game. Oh, is that a prosecutor's badge? That's a very cool design. I know! We should start selling items like this as souvenirs in Babal. The tourists will absolutely go nuts over them. Please don't compare a proud symbol
I love that one. Where he, like, puts his hands in the air.
Yeah, I like this guy.
His hair also kind of looks like wings a little bit.
Jay vibrates.
He actually does kind of resemble Jastus.
Oh,
Miles
yeah.
Edgeverse,
What is it?
let me tell you something. You are currently my subordinate. And if you wish to convince anyone else of that, you will speak to me with respect.
What's with the giddy glint in her eyes? I don't think that that will really be necessary,
I don't think it
Francisca.
will be necessary for me to respect you.
Oh, really? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that you are still under me.
I thought that Francisca was flying around the world in pursuit of the smuggling case, but it looks like all she was really pursuing was the smugness case! So then, why is she here at the embassy?
I was investigating at the Albalele embassy when I got wind of this mess.
Ah, that's right. The Atagarasu was due to appear at that embassy as well.
Yes, but the difference is that we didn't have a fire over there. Although there was an incident at the
Alabaston, I gotta get used to that.
the Alabaston embassy as well. But I left Agent Lang in charge of that case and came over to the Barbalese embassy.
Ah, so Agent Lang is here as well, huh?
I see you've met. Well, he's in the Alabaston embassy acting as bodyguard for Ambassador Alba. Of course, he seems to have a different reason for being there. So the subject in the murder that occurred in this office is that little girl I see. Suspect, sorry. Is she perhaps trying to be the Yagatarasu? Okay.
You remember, do you not? About the case we investigated together 7 years ago? Because we forgot. That girl is the daughter of the victim in that case, Mr. Faraday.
Oh, so she's that feisty little girl. I would have recognized it if I'd seen her kicking you in the shins.
Yes, Kay had been on the trail of the Atagarasu, which is how she ended up here, looking for the one who took her father's life.
I see.
Hmm? How so?
Hey, Foxy is wondering if you want to know one of the bonuses in the fight here, Beef.
I'm good.
Okie dokie. Just thought I'd pass along that question.
I do wonder, though, if Callisto Yu really is the Yatagarasu. Francisca, did you... Kay, are you alright? Yes, of course I don't. And I promise to prove that it wasn't you. No, I don't think so. Kay isn't lying, and my investigation will prove that to be true. I can't allow this to continue on this way. I must prove her innocence post-haste. Look, a body! So, our victim was the secretariat of this embassy, I take it.
Manny Cochin. I heard he was an admirable person. Very admirable.
I mean, look at that body. The cause of death is a stab to the base of his neck. He was lax in watching his backs.
We were fortunate that the fire missed our victim's body for the most
It was
part.
the beast with 2 backs.
If the fire had burned a bit longer, it would have made identifying him a hassle.
So, Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death in the middle of a raging fire. What in the... That's fucking metal. What in the world happened inside this room? I won't rest until the usual. Knife! Is this knife the murder weapon? I suppose this means that we now know the crime was committed with this knife.
But the handle is pristine. There's not a single drop of blood on it. Speaking of the handle, I believe it has a butterfly motif. It's very beautiful. I have such a thing for knives that have been used to stab people. Oh, he has the key in his pocket.
There appears to be something in his pocket. This key. It can't be. Isn't this the Yatagarazu's key that was stolen 7 years ago?
What? But that's...
Yes, it's the piece of evidence that stole the life of Kay's father 7 years ago, which was then stolen by Callisto Yu.
Scruffy, at the very least, try to remember the details of crimes you were a suspect in.
Francisca, as you will recall, Detective Gumshoe was not present when Miss Yu made her escape. Plus, even among law enforcement, only a few know of this key's existence. I doubt that a new rookie at the time would have been made privy to such knowledge. I suppose I'll just have to fill you in for now. The secret to this key is... Okay, guess you're making me do this again. I knew it. This is the same exact piece of evidence that Miss Yu took with her. Arnold Markdown wasn't a bad... He wasn't a lieutenant of a bad guy organization. He was just a random idiot. Wait. Oh, sorry. Someone earlier said, Abbott Arbuckle, and that's who I thought you meant. I got confused. I was like, what?
Abbott Arbuckle.
Yeah. I remember this beautiful pattern in the blade. I could never forget.
I remember this as well. It's a vine motif, isn't it?
Yes, it looks like 2 interwoven vines crisscrossing down the blade. I really don't think you can call these stars. To say that the detective's sense of art is underdeveloped would be an understatement.
What a bone mo.
The real
question is, why was the Barbalese Embassy Secretariat holding this? I think I'm going to drop out of reading Francisca because my voice is already getting tired and I have a long way to go.
Well, we don't know how Mr. Cochin came to possess this key. We do know that this was stolen by the Yatagarasu from the Cadopian embassy. I believe this means that further research is required into the country of Cadopia.
doesn't exist anymore, Dami.
I'm gonna look at this guy to see if there's any more things. It's a knife wound. Manny Cochin. I've seen him before. He was the suspect in the KGB. Why? At this certain resolution, the left line of that 8 always looks like a B. And I saw him talking with the elder sister of the victim of that case, Miss Callisto Yu. I wonder if there's a connection between his murder and the KG-8 incident. Probably.
Wonder.
Yeah, that's never happened before.
Look at this weird fucking hair.
Icky.
I shouldn't say that. I've spent many a year of my life with my hair looking pretty much like that.
Ah, okay. You alright there, guard? You want a hug?
I'm trying to T-pose. My arms are really heavy. I can't really get them any higher than this.
I'm a subordinate of Miss Von Karma. Is there some reason why I'm being denied access? We hate you! Yes, I suppose we might as well. Ambassador Poliano, I was wondering if I might ask you about Cadopia. Cadopia? Alright, what would you like to talk about? First, I'd like to ask you about this key. What about this key? I found it sticking out of Mr. Cochin's pocket. I believe it originally belonged to this embassy, is that correct? Upon closer inspection, it seems this key is shaped like a butterfly. That's not all about this key. It's also capable of changing into a knife. Oh, how fascinating! It's possible that the ambassador didn't know about the oh, is it possible he didn't know about this key? In its knife form, there's a flower mark at the base of the blade. I guess this knife might be from when we used to be a part of Cadopia. Hold it! And how did you come to that conclusion? Calm down. It has both of Cadopia's national symbols, the butterfly and the flower. I suppose Manny used this key here at the embassy back when we were still Cadopia. Oh, really? You were not aware that Miss Yu had broken into the embassy at that time. I'm sorry, I can't be of much help. I'm not very familiar with the details, you see. I only became the ambassador after Babal became its own independent nation. But if Manny were still alive, he would probably know about what happened back then. Mr. Cochin and Miss Yu knew each other 7 years ago. But that doesn't explain why I found the Yatagarasu's key here in the present. Okay. These shelves are lined with American souvenirs and memorabilia. Perhaps the Bobolese are studying American culture and our tourism industry? If they have plans to make Bobolese tourism industry truly flourish, then they would need to observe and study other countries' methods. Oh? So how do you expect to travel to Babal? Can a few simple coupons really motivate people to do such fantastic things? What a dumb idiot who I hate. It looks like this was once a grandfather clock, but it's fallen victim to the fire. If they're unrelated to the case, I hope that you will refrain from sharing, but... That's quite enough, Detective. I don't give a shit. Knives, huh? Although the blades are all that remain of them, unfortunately. So even the knives fell victim to the fire, Ambassador Parliano, are these knives yours? Why, yes, they are. They are a special set of ornamental knives featuring the national symbol of Babal. These butterfly-themed knives, along with Alabast's own set of knives, they're comprised of 3 knives each. But I can't believe the Babalese ones have been reduced to this state. Ornamental knives, huh? There's a small release on the tang of this blade. Ambassador Poliano, what is this notch here for? Oh, that! It's a feature of these knives wherein you can freely exchange the handles on them, so that we can change how they look to fit the situation, of course. I see. So these knives were constructed so the handles could be easily removed. Well, I'm glad I don't get to look at that in further detail, even though I'm sure I'll need to later. I believe it's the symbol of the Republic of Babal. A drawing this big on the wall of an embassy definitely conveys a sense of overwhelming patriotism.
Soviet national anthem plays.
You may want to, Detective. However, I have yet to see the fruits of your desire. Die. The design on the knife's handle. It greatly resembles the special Barbalese species of butterfly.
The bobblefly.
This knife is property of the Republic of Babal. Perhaps this means the knife used in the crime was found right in this room. Yeah, dude, we just saw it. To steal your dirtiest secret. Is it possible that the dirty secret the Atarasu was out to steal was in this very room? Francisca, you're in pursuit of some dirty, underhanded dealings yourself, are you not? Something tells me that this is no coincidence. I think I just might need to ask Francisca about her smuggling case in more depth. Francisca, when we last talked, you said you were on the trail of a smuggling ring. I suppose the reason you're here right now is related to that? This accounting document. That's Francisca for you. She's amazing, perfuming this case with all she has. Okay. Oh, no, I didn't want to talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm trying to look at this statue. Because this is a national treasure, can I ask that you please not touch it? I'm afraid the only ones allowed to touch it are myself and that secretariat. Hold it! But there is a possibility that it is related to the murder, wouldn't you agree? I suppose I don't have a choice here. This must be one of the Primadux statues Primadux? Primadux statues Kay was talking about earlier. Is it just me, or does this man look like the Steel Samurai? They could be twins. Still have more shit to look at, huh? Well, there's a safe here. A small personal safe. Ah, of course it's locked. It appears we won't be able to open it without the key! We know for a fact that the Yatagarasu's key was used at this embassy. Furthermore, we found it in the victim, Mr. Cochin's pocket. Which leads me to think that perhaps it's the key to his personal safe in this office. Primado. Yeah, you're probably right. It appears I was correct. The key that was left to us in the victim's pocket. It literally turned out to be the key to the next piece of the truth. Nothing! What do we have here? No, Detective, I believe all we need is a closer look. I imagine this has a false back since there's papers on it. What is this here? No, I don't think it's ripped. Seems more to me like it's stuck in the safe. Hold it! Detective, I think you have it backwards. It's not the paper that's strange, it's the safe. What I mean is that the secret to this safe is that... even just eyeballing it, you can see the inside is a bit too shallow. Furthermore, with the unnatural way the paper is stuck at the back of the safe, I'd say that there's an extra bit of space behind the back wall of this safe. In other words, this safe has a second compartment. Actually, there is one more spot of interest to me on this safe. Yes, and I believe that spot is the keyhole our mystery blobbly blue.
Would you like...
Doesn't the shape of this keyhole remind you of something, Francisca? Is that so? The person who used this safe, Mr. Cochin, made sure his safe had 2 compartments in order to hide something. Do you honestly think someone like that would allow the keyhole to the hidden half to look so obviously like a keyhole that even the average person could figure it out? What? Just try it. Why are we talking about it? That's precisely what I'm saying. And I will prove to you right now the Yatakarasu's key is the key that will open it. What? Why? Why are you upset? Sorry, but this is no joke. The Yatakarasu's key is the very key that will open the second compartment to this safe. Will it open this safe? We know this key opens the safe, but will it open the safe? I'm not sure if it will open the safe. Let's go over this again, shall we? There is a key, and there is a safe. A man who normally has a safe has only 1 spot in the safe, but this one has 2. Thus, we need to use a second key, perhaps shaped like a second keyhole. Using the key, we can open the safe because it is a key.
Jesus.
Miles Edgeverse, I do not think that this key is a key to the safe. Well, I actually disagree with you, Francisca. This key is a key to the safe, even though it looks like a key. It's actually both a key and a knife, but even the knife is a key, so it's a key and a key. We get it!
Fuck.
Because it looks like a knife was... Okay, come on. We fell under the misconception that it was always meant to be a knife. But for both the safe and its key to conceal such clever tricks, what is hidden inside of this section must be of incredible importance. I hope that's not a herald of things to come for this case.
Haha.
These items, they're... Oh, Gumshoe. I figured as much. These are the treasures that this section of the safe was to hide from view. Using a key... I believe a more thorough examination is required. Look, a keyhole! These pieces of art are stolen from around the world. Is it just me, or did she hit one of the pieces of art just now? Papers! This is the document that we thought was stuck earlier. I wonder what it's about. Why don't we take a look at it first before we give up, Detective? Mr. Coachman's name... Mr. Cochin's name is written in the page. I wonder what the significance of this document is. Maybe I should read it with my eyes. Okay, I was just wondering if each of the artworks had different descriptions or not. Deduce. Oh, I can check this. Oh, no, just to look at it. I imagine it's probably...
You know, I only really remembered, like, the last half of this case, and I'm starting to, like, get memories from this half of the case.
Take a good look at these documents, Francisca. Correct. Now take a look at the smuggling activity document in your possession. Tell me, is it not possible that your page was taken from this set of 3? By putting our multi-part puzzle together, it seems we've arrived at an answer. You literally added a page to 2 other pages that literally said 1, 2, and 3 out of 3. And it seems that you've now found what you were looking for. Bobbalese ink? Hold it. And that reason is... his base was in an embassy, and thus it was hard for both our country and his to interfere, making it the ideal conditions under which to run a smuggling operation. Well, even if he is dead, we still have a responsibility to look into his misdeeds. Francisca, you must know that Mr. Manny Cochin was the suspect in the KG-8 incident. Investigation complete! It's funny, because, like, this game simultaneously does a ton of babysitting and a ton of fuck you terrible shit. I'm a little quirky and kind of out there. Tee-hee, time to get framed for murder.
That's okay. Most of us get framed for murder in this universe.
Who in this room hasn't been framed for murder? I don't think I have.
Gumshoe did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Gumshoe just did in this game.
I'd like to help you reduce the number of mistaken arrests Interpol makes. I believe I told you that Kay Faraday is not the culprit of this crime. Your reason for suspecting Kay is because you think she is the Yatagarasu. I mean, she says she is, so in fairness.
Just go around telling people that.
Yeah, she's definitely Callisto. That's the same, it's the same pose.
What pose?
She likes to lift her head up.
Very well. Then I shall prove that Kay is not the Yatagarasu who killed Mr. Manny Cochin. When has a perky female main character not been marked as a suspect in the series? Raifa didn't.
Yeah?
You got this, Piff.
The confusion caused by the fire. Are you saying that the Yatagarasu was not the arsonist who started the fire? It sounds like we have a phantom in our midst. The killer was a ghost! In a way...
The witness on the stand right now is a fucking ghost!
I think my favorite thing about finally playing through Ace Attorney after seeing that parody was going from like, haha, how funny, what good hyperbole, to, nope, that just happens.
That just is a thing.
In a way, he could be considered a phantom with the way he rarely appears.
I'm gonna hop out because it's time to get ready for Eben Ward.
Okay, have fun.
Bye-bye.
Have Eben fun. Most importantly... Oh, was there no one else? Can you prove it? I really don't think that being the first to discover the body makes her the killer by default.
It would be funny if just like every time someone finds any dead body, like, well, obviously since you're the first one, might as well turn you in.
Even so, I'd still like to listen to what that person had to say before I pass judgment. She's not perky, she's more how dare you sully our country. She's still energetic, though. I love Rifa. She's easily my favorite assistant in the entire series. I think the pain of being falsely accused is something that you really should experience. I'm fine with never experiencing it ever.
Just getting shot.
So, Agent Sheena suspects Kay of murder simply because Kay is the Agatarasu. But if I can prove that the Agarasu's goal is not related to murder, then I may be able to begin to reason with her. I mean, she'd still be arrested. Just because she calls herself that, it doesn't prove she's a killer. I see. Her logic is very sound. I expected nothing less of Agent Liverwurst's secretary. However, that statement now just didn't sound right. It might just be the opening I need. This is new? I don't remember this one. Good night. So, you're claiming that Kay knew that a foreign country's embassy had such documents. Yes, I'd rather you did. The Atagarasu's goal, huh? Okay. Save. I actually don't know what it would be. She wanted to steal documents regarding the smuggling, so she killed Mr. Cochin for the key. Makes sense to me. Booker.
Biker.
I guess, could it be this? Okay, I guess. Agent Sheena, I regret to inform you that fuck you. Imp. Changing chairs. Even if you claim that she is the killer, and that the Atagarasu, I'm certain that securing the smuggling documents is not the motive behind the murder. Oh, really? Why? The key to the safe in this room was found on Mr. Cochin's body. Furthermore, the Otakarasu would not be so stupid as to leave without the documents. Awkward sweating. By the simple fact that the documents were still in the safe where we looked, it's obvious the killer's target was not the safe at all. If that's the case, then why would she have needed to kill him? Because I can think of no reason for her to kill him if she had not known that fact. Ugh. But you have no definitive proof that it was Kay who committed the act. Okay, well, maybe lead with that next time. What? Wait. And you came in here because you were chasing this suspicious person. So the object Kay felt by her feet on the floor was the murder weapon? I had the knife analyzed right away, but we failed to find any prints on it. She has a point. Even if Kay's words are the truth, I must show that they are with some solid evidence. Kay, don't worry. If you didn't do it, then there must exist a way for me to prove that. Don't worry, I can and I will. Oh, suddenly a lot of people watching. Almost 100. Good job, Piff.
Oh, thank you.
You did a boss battle.
Good work on your viewership. Pretty nice.
Does this mean that you already have the results back? Objection! Don't be mean. I won't. I won't if you don't underestimate our police force. And so we're clear, I'd hardly say your logic is sound, which you will see in a bit. That has been my intention all along. Now, let us return to your testimony. You mean to say that you saw Kay holding the murder weapon with your own eyes? The boss battle loot was a ton of viewers for Jello's stream.
What a weird loot. Very specific.
You found out that it was the murder weapon at your feet. The only thing you'll accept as evidence, is it? I think I do, because there's one piece of evidence I find to be a bit interesting. I think I'll need to carefully examine that piece of evidence again. Alright. Alright. Oh, I didn't even know I could examine this thing. So, this is what took Mr. Cochin's life. Some of his blood is still on the blade. Still fresh.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a multi-stream link. I never set one up.
Yes, unlike guns, this is one murder weapon where you're likely to find the victim's blood on it. Despite that, it looks like the blood managed to miss the handle somehow. There's a lot of skilled detailing on this handle. It would appear that the handle on this knife is removable.
Couldn't get a handle on that blood.
Go to jail, Kay. I don't think people would remove the handle just for fun, detective. Okay, how do I remove the handle? Zoom out a little. Do I press the butterfly? Like, what do I do? No. Cut to 5 minutes of Edgeworth struggling with the knife. It's a magic knife. Do you already have the info that they can switch out? No. There's no blood on the handle. I mean, I'll try it. Oh, okay. I mean, they said I better examine it closely, so I was expecting that I had to, like, discover more information about it before presenting it. So, the murder weapon was the knife with the butterfly design on it. But is that really the truth?
Does that make it a butterfly knife?
I'd like for you to take a look at this. Stabs with knife. There is blood on the blade, and yet there's not a speck of blood on the handle. This signifies that at the time of the crime, a different handle was attached to this blade. The knife that Kay was holding had its handle switched, and was in fact not the real murder weapon. This knife can be taken apart. Shall we give it a go? I tried. Ugh, cut to 5 more minutes of Edgeworth struggling with knife.
Oh, I don't like knives.
As you can see, the Bobbly's knife has now been disassembled into 2 parts. The killer must have pulled the murder weapon out of the victim's body and proceeded to swap the knife's original handle with this butterfly one. It was all to create the illusion that Mr. Cochin was killed with the butterfly-themed knife. This should clear up any and all suspicions surrounding Kay. And no.
No.
How so? Hold it! Don't be ridiculous. For what purpose would she do such a thing? Objection! Heh! That's all I got. The truth is right there in front of you, and this knife will show you the way. You will come to see that Kay is not and could not have been Mr. Cochin's killer. I don't know why, but let's find out. It's the mark of a flower. I assume you know what that means. And so they do. However, would this butterfly really drink the nectar of this flower? The answer is clearly not a chance! Now, to prove the relation...
Would this butterfly drink blood?
Some of them do. Now, butterflies drink tears, I know.
They do drink tears.
Now, to prove the relationship between the butterfly and the flower with this. I assume the knives have different, sets. And there's one with a flower design that matches it, but I'm not really sure how. Embassy guide, maybe? No, this doesn't... Oh, okay, there we go. I could try it. I'll try it. Oh. It appears that you've made the connection. Oh, I can't believe that was right.
Woo.
The flower on this blade is designed after a certain country's national symbol. That's right. The Kingdom of Alabast. In other words, the best One Piece arc. This blade is made from one of Alabast's ornamental knives. This part of the knife handle has Babal's national symbol of the butterfly on it. Therefore, it's undeniably Babalese in origin. But as we both know, you can't just kill someone with a knife handle. I'm sure you could. Incidentally, if you try very hard, like if you shove it down their throat.
Yeah.
Incidentally, when exactly did the murder occur again, Agent Sheena? That's right. Kay entered the Babalese embassy after the fire had taken place. Furthermore, she had not been to the side of the building before then. On top of that, Alibaba. On top of that, not a single person passed between the two countries during the fire, I assume. I have no idea. No way. More an Ennis Lobby fan. Ennis Lobby is really cool the first time. It's fucking awful the second time you check it out. Because it's all hype, and once the momentum dies, it's just fights against lame antagonists. Oops. Which means that Kay could not have transported an Alabastan object over here. This makes it impossible for her to be the true killer. I guess. Oh,
Dots.
my viewers went from 106 to 50 and are dropping.
Woo.
What
You're
did I
dropping
do
like
wrong?
flies.
Oh no! That's okay. Maybe they went to go watch Ebon Ward.
Maybe. You know, you do share viewers.
Yes.
So.
I'm happy we got this far and cleared Kay's name. But what worries me now is what will happen next. Understandable. Do you mean, how did this find its way to the Republic of Babal? It didn't just find its way over. Rather, we should focus on how it was smuggled over.
My brain hurts just standing around.
Falls over aneurysm. Kay.
Kay was murdered.
Thanks a bunch for proving my innocent. Not really, but... Oh, yep, they just started up. I figured they started a little while ago, since it's supposed to start at 2, but I guess they had technical difficulties. Oof, to watch Jello or Ebon Ward? I'd say Ebon Ward. Would you care to elaborate? Objection! Preposterous! On what grounds do you suspect her of such a thing?
The fact that she calls herself a thief all the time. Point taken.
I love being a phantom thief.
I love being a thief, but I'm not really a thief, guys. I just keep saying I'm a thief and that I'm gonna steal something, but I'm not. Hee hee.
Understood. Seems like a good point to pause and get some water.
Okay.
Be back in a minute. Now's also a good time to leave me and hop over to Evan Ward. Boop.
Leave me to die.
Probably gonna make a little sandwich too. I'm hungry. Be back in like 5-10 minutes.
Okay, who wants to time Jello? You got a timer going? Nice. Yeah, that seems like it would be too much going on to have two streams going at the same time in two different ears, two separate ears. It's crazy. Then I guess we're filthy casuals, Grumpy. We're the filthy console casuals who are dumbing down games because we like it. Makes others feel bad. So maybe others would explain it better than me, Cake Foxy, but Evan Ward is a tabletop role-playing game. That's the name of the game that they're playing. And it's a bunch of people playing their characters and all that. It's like a D&D thing. Except I think they use Pathfinder as their system for that. If I remember right. Faye's got this. Got that description down. Maybe surprise round lore. Ah, I was just about to ask for time.
What about time?
Hi, Beef.
Yo.
As like a funny joke, Jello said that they were gonna make a sandwich and it will take about 10 minutes. I asked if
Okay.
anyone was gonna take time, and they are. Welcome, Beef.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your boss battle again.
Thank you. I didn't get either one of my my goals, so
Your the bonuses.
I think
Mm.
I'm gonna go for the time one first.
Two and a half minutes remain. Ooh. Jello must hurry or he'll be lying. A lying sneak thief.
I thought I'd be close enough. Oh.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Ooh.
Congratulations, Jello. You're not a liar.
Oh,
It didn't take more than 10 minutes.
great. Oh. Oh, it's our boy.
Well, it's the boy.
They all counted off as ones this time.
The second one from the right. Oh, a birthday
Aw.
present.
Oh no! Jesus Christ, Shifu. I wish Shifu had been the prosecutor in Karine. I have absolutely no intention of interrupting your investigation. I simply request that you grant me permission to investigate the Alabastan Embassy. Don't take this the wrong way, but I hate you. What do you mean, a bit of a mess? Okay, this is the bad guy.
It's the bad guy, but it's actually the lady who's dressed up as like an old man.
Callisto, you is everyone.
I am you.
I am you.
You can tell he's the bad guy because he has his own theme.
It's old back.
Never say that again. Please, it is nothing of the sort, Ambassador. What are you... Oh boy! Ambassador Alba, I had asked you to please reconsider letting them into Alabast. My very own secretary has been murdered in the Bobolese embassy. He was apparently caught up in some very shady dealing, completely unbeknownst to me, so I asked for your cooperation in our investigation. These aren't much, but I hope they can cover your travel expenses to Babal someday. Detective Gumshoe, please take good care of Kay for me.
Rasp.
Yes? Oh, yes, that's Callisto, you. I didn't introduce the two of you yet. The smuggling ring, huh? Perhaps I should ask Francisca a bit more about them before I head into Alabast. Ah, and I mustn't forget to thank Ambassador Poliano for all the work he's done for me. You've made so much progress in your investigation in such a short period of time. It's truly amazing. In spite of that, I believe you were able to obtain some insight into the ring, correct? You mean the Bobolese ink. But why are there restrictions on the export of Bobolese ink to begin with? Hold it! Francisca, as your subordinate, I'm part of your investigation now. Don't you think it would be beneficial if I was as well informed as you? Counterfeit bills. That's where this document comes into play, correct? Let me guess. You still have yet to find the counterfeit bills or the smuggled ink. Ambassador Poliano, I am in your debt. No, it's nothing. Because it's about all I can do for you, I'm afraid. I only ask that you please bring Manny's killer to justice. I will, Ambassador. On my honor. Wow, you're so sensational! You really piqued my curiosity. I know they aren't much, but know that I'm giving them to you wholeheartedly. No, that's quite all right. Oh, well, how about this then?
Presents counterfeit bills. Take this.
I mean, he presented the ink, so don't make jokes. And what exactly is it? It's fountain pen ink. You look like an asshole who uses a quill pen. Known as Bobbalee's ink. It's made exclusively in Babal. So this is Bobbalee's ink. We make it from the white crystal oil. Wit crystal? I don't know. We make it from wit crystal oil, which is mined through our minimal Please accept me. Please accept this ink. One dip of your fountain pen in this, and it'll get covered in ink. And you can write for hours in your organizer. How fortunate for me. The ink in my pen just happened to have run out. I'll gladly accept your gracious gift. Great! Wonderful! I guarantee to you that writing with our ink is an unforgettable experience. And since we don't export it, if you run out, you're always welcome to come by and visit our fair nation. Talk about cornering the customer along with the market. Well, shall we get going? What's wrong, Kay? Alright, I'm counting on you two. I'll let you know when the time comes. Just gonna save. Oh boy. You're... God, I wish Majin were here.
Hi, Larry.
Who the fuck is Larry?
Larry is your idiot friend from the first game who is a terrible, terrible idiot who ends up being a key witness in 2 cases. Then 3. Then 4 if you count 6's DLC.
He is almost always in trouble and is really dumb and kind of just latches on to people. Oh, he's also really into ladies.
Great. Yeah, yes, frighteningly enough, he is. Oh god, I wish I had the energy to voice this guy, but I don't. What sort of bind are we talking about here? I see. That is quite the bind. Yes, I pretty much expected this news, from the instant I saw the unlucky face. His name is Larry Butts. I've known him since grade school, and for as long as I've known him, he's been the world's largest source of trouble with a capital T. If you're not careful, you might find your tiny number of friends go down by one. That was uncalled for. Besides, wait, hold on. Larry, was it you? You're the one who wrote my Steel Samurai autograph? Ugh. Sorry, but could you not speak to me right now? Aha. So this is the incident you mentioned earlier. Master Mask the Second? What the fuck? Master Mask the Second? What the fuck? Why is Mask to Mask in this game? Also, so this means it does take place after the third game and not in between 2 and 3. Only Larry could get himself into yet another mess as fine as this. But no matter what the facts seem to say, Larry is not the type to commit murder. Still, it's a rather daunting stroke of misfortune I've struck. I have to prove that Larry Butts is innocent of all wrongdoing. Just another fucking Wednesday. I feel like I already did Agent Liverpool. Agent Lather, would you mind if I took a peek as well? But, Agent Loki? Oh shit, it's Tyrell Bad! So I guess people who said he wasn't in this case were wrong as fuck.
Or they just didn't contact Will for it again.
I thought we asked Romar or Aram or someone who'd played it. Oh well. You're Detective Bad. I'm so happy to see you. Fancy meeting you here, Detective. What incredible dedication to the case. I am in your debt, Detective Bad. About the murder of Damask II, would you be willing to fill me in on a few of the details? And I suppose he lost his life when he was forced to fight someone else in this room? Why exactly was that man placed under arrest, Detective? He was born looking suspicious, but not for the reasons you suspect, I assure you. As you can plainly see, he's completely harmless.
Just a panty thief.
Ugh.
It wouldn't surprise me if he was.
No,
although...
you right, but like... A no-show? Who was it that failed to take their seat? And where was he? Larry, what the fuck are you doing?
Harry.
Larry Butts! You've really outdone yourself this time. What were you thinking? In any case, I believe it's high time for me to start my investigation. Begin investigation! Oh, you still do that, huh? Yeah. Great, I guess I'll talk to you. Larry, there are a few things I need to ask you about. What is it?
Such weird video titles for this. Are honey badgers OP? How to correctly play games wrong. Why meat is the best, worst thing in the world.
What are you looking at?
Just like this is recommended videos for YouTube.
Ah. Ever since grade school, we've had a certain saying about Larry. When something smells, it's usually the butts. One needs look no further than this man to find the king of troublemakers. Larry, I'd like you to confess right now to everything you did tonight. Stop biting my finger. Nonsense. I don't believe you have the mental acuity needed to plan and execute a murder. However, we are talking about you here, so I find it hard to believe that nothing happened. For past experience has taught me that you are always at the center of some insane event. Unfortunately, I don't have time to search out a key to unlock your heart this time. So I suggest that you cooperate and tell me what you know. One of the best jokes in the entire series is that when you're Nick, there's psyche locks that block people's hearts, and the bigger their lie, the more locks they have. And at one point in the usually it's like you have to break them one by one. But with Larry, and I think it's the final case of the third game, which is a very good case, maybe the best in the series. There's a point where it's just like, I didn't do anything suspicious, and he gets 5 locks, which is usually an indication someone's the murderer. It's like, what the hell? And you break one, he just goes, oh, all right, and they all blow up. I can't even begin to imagine. However, I imagine that whatever you were up to was probably beyond my imagination. So you'll have to tell me exactly what you did, Larry. God damn you, idiot. That was actually old bag in case 4 of game 2. Okay. It was somewhat annoying. And why exactly were you up there? Hero. Santa Claus. And? Objection! Larry, you do realize that Santa Claus does not exist, right? Then you should also understand this. If Santa was real, he would be the biggest unlawful trespasser in history. It is your attempt to imitate Santa that has landed you as the prime suspect in this murder. That seems
God,
like
I hate Santa.
Santa never gave me presents. Man, Edgeworth definitely hasn't received any presents since his dad died. Yeah, I'm screen capping this. Objection! Let's start with the fact that it will be the Ides of March in a matter of hours. Santa only visits home in December 24th. That's in December, you nitwit! As I recall, aren't you calling yourself Lorish Donim now? I believe he's saying that he picked up this part-time job as the Steel Samurai so that he may attempt to capture the heart of the actress who plays the Pink Princess. Not really. It's not so much as I understand, but a simple deduction based on your usual modus operandi, Larry. What logic do I have? Just the chimney right now, right? Yeah, okay. So, this is the victim, Damask the Second. In any case, let's get started here, shall we? So, this is the murder weapon in this case. What did you expect? It's Steel... What did you expect? It's Steel Samurai Daddy's secondary weapon. I only call it his secondary because, although he uses his sword in most of his battles, it's his trusty samurai spear that he turns to in a real fight. That's only because I saw the stage show earlier. The owner of this sword is the Steel Samurai. Or in other words, Larry. I should probably ask him about it, as detrimental as it is to proving him innocent. I thought that Damask had quit the business. The cause of death appears to be the loss of blood from the back of his head. It appears he was struck with something very hard. In other words, he was bludgeoned to death. Well, at least I can appreciate the great effort he must have put into making it. It's being sold? Since when? We got your point about 3 foolishes back, Francisca. Let's look at his crotch. Oh, he's holding an orange post-it note. Spirit of Justice names came early. Spirit of Justice. I love it, but it has the worst names in the series. What is he holding? It looks like it's a piece of paper from a notepad. It would appear that directions on how to reach this room were written by hand. There's something written on the back as well. I don't know, I think it is Primaduck statue, because if it were Primado, then it would have an E in it. If I had to guess from the text, I would say that this is actually a request from someone about what to steal. Just who is the person that requested the theft of the Primaduck statue? I'm sure Aram could say something on it, but he's not here. Let me see. I'm gonna check if I got everything there. Yes, okay, I did. So far, this case is going a lot smoother than the other 4, which is nice. The person shaking hands with the Steel Samurai in this picture is Ambassador Alda. That's a picture. The Steel Samurai must be very popular. They're even using the National Treasure as a backdrop. Clearly, there's a depth to this show that a young person like you can't fathom. Why is there a tree branch in here? Two gorgeous flowers are in full bloom here. I'm sure flowers as lovely as these must have an equally as lovely name. Passion flowers? That's a rather unusual name. As they say, you learn something new every day. I'll have to remember these flowers. I believe they are evidence. This must be Ambassador Alda's desk. His notebook is open on his desk. He must have been in the middle of some important work. Time to snoop! Sapling growth log. It finally sprouted today. Okay. Bless. Larry, about the samurai sword that was used as the murder weapon? Yes, apparently you did. Hold it! Sorry, Miss Von Karma, but I believe him. Because if anyone could forget something like that, it would be Larry. Anyway, even if Larry had simply forgotten the sword and left it behind, that in no way clears his name, which means that I will have to prove his innocence from a different angle. Okay, well, that was pointless. Let's look at these knives. There's some weapons on display on this wall. Crossbow, and under that, a set of knives bearing a flower motif. They must be the counterparts to the Babalese knives, which means that the blades inside these scabbards should match the blade that was used to kill Mr. Cochin. I won't rest until the usual. Knives adorned with flowers are on display here. I just said this. What? One of the knives is missing its blade. Let's see if the two pieces on the blade and handle fit each other. And this means that an alabaster knife did find its way into Babal. But how? Why is there a weapon on display in a place like this?
It looks cool.
Fair. It's the Steel Samurai's primary weapon, the samurai spear. You do well to watch what you say, Larry. Although it is just as Larry says, the spear is quite the symbol of valor. However, speaking of spears, aren't you supposed to use them by thrusting the point straight into your opponent? I'm not entirely convinced this spear is up to the task. Did I say anything about wanting one? Maybe I can shut him up if I just show him a piece of evidence that will point something out about this spear. Deduce. I mean, it's a blunt object, so maybe it killed that guy? Do I even have his... I don't think this is right, but I'm trying it. Nope. Yeah, the spear is bent, but I don't really know how to deduce. Oh, I guess I might have a picture of the Steel Samurai before it's bent. Let's see. Sure wish they'd stop using the Steel Samurai as, like, a thing. No, don't have any other pieces of... Oh, this maybe? It's Larry's autograph. Okay. It's a little dumb, but... Larry, about this spear. I thought there was something strange about this spear. Tell me, Larry, is it just me, or is this spear a bit bent? I have here this autograph you wrote for me earlier. Now, take a good look at this, which you drew with your own hands. You can see that the spear is clearly of a different shape. What do you have to say to that? Larry, clarify that for me, will you? Not that. I meant about what you said earlier, about spinning the spear and hitting the wall. That's not why I'm asking, Larry. The samurai spear is made of metal. I somehow doubt that a move as simple as spinning it around would cause it to bend. Where did that come from? Is that so? Oh, that's not friendship, it's utter humiliation. Just gonna double check something really quick. Okay, that should be fine. I can spot absolutely no difference between this... I'm just gonna say... Which one sounds the nicest? Primadux, Primado...
Primadux.
Primadux... Primadux. I like Primadux. Sounds like free my ducks.
You should always free your ducks.
The statue wasn't made by an American, you know. At least I don't suppose so. Okay, I'd imagine that's what I need from there, but let's double check. Yes, okay, got it. And I still need to talk to some people. I did. Is there a problem? I believe the idiom you require is, he who runs after two hares will catch neither. I see. So what are you trying to say, seeing as how I'm currently handling two cases? Okay, well, whatever.
You gonna take some breaks, Beef?
I actually need to do a car inspection, and then right after that will probably be DBZ. So, not DBZ,
Wrestling.
wrestling, yeah.
Mm.
So I gotta get going.
Alright. Bye, Piff.
Ah,
Go towards the back window. Piff is dead. Alright, let's go towards the back window. Let's take a look. Oh, I should look at the fireplace. This chimney.
take a look. See a book.
Fireplace bow. Yes,
Fireflies ball.
yes, can't see that I see anything unusual about it. Oh well.
I should just notice that there's just a bunch of birds there.
Yeah, there sure is just a fucking tree here. Tree! I already got those.
Tree!
Maybe I need to present the spear to Larry to ask him more about it.
Did you have to do that much in this game?
No.
Yeah, that's all.
What are you prattling on about now? Oh, I let myself get caught up in being a spectator. How could I have failed myself?
I love that Edgeworth just really, really likes Steel Samurai.
Oh. No, I'm good, Francisca. I guess I haven't talked to this man in black yet. I don't think I've looked at the statue directly either. There was the exact same statue sitting in the Babalese office we examined.
The pretty dog statue.
What an incredibly childish fight to have. Oh, well, okay, yeah. There's a piece of evidence.
Hmm.
Guess I'll, take a look around.
There's also more.
It's the Prima Duck statue. There was one of these on the Babalese side as well. Made of pure gold? Jesus Christ.
Yee.
Yep. There was almost the exact same wall mount for the knives on the Babalese side. But I can't see any of the details from this distance. The counterpart to the Babalese butterfly is the Alabastion. Okay. Alabastion flower. Francisca, can't you come up with a more meaningful or profound comment? Well, flowers cannot survive without the butterflies that spread their pollen, and butterflies cannot live without the nectar that flowers provide. If either one were to disappear from the equation, neither would survive. How is that, Miss Von Karma? Francisca, why can't you just admit I had something there? Okay, well, I had to deduce something here. Let's see. I mean... No? Okay. That sure looks like fun, Edgy. Keep your kinks to yourself. Oh, yeah, that's weird. Look at this photo and tell me what you find odd about the scene, Miss Von Karma. That's not it. I was trying to point out that the statue in the photo is facing a different way. This statue is a national treasure. As such, only an ambassador, a secretariat-level person, is allowed to handle it. The fact that the statue is facing one way in this photo, and now it's facing a different direction as in this preserved crime scene, is proof that someone touched this statue around the time of the crime. Who cares?
Ooh, someone touched a statue.
I guess that about wraps up my investigation. That's...
Hey, Pink Princess, please tell me you're not old bag.
Oh, no! And so the Pink Princess also comes to pay the Alabaston Embassy a visit.
Or is it Lottie?
Oh, God. I believe I may need to speak with her as well. Maybe it's Maggie Bird from the first case, since she probably got fired. Miss Pink Princess, I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. Miss Pink Princess, if you... Why do we live?
Old bag.
Me! You want to be old bag glass?
Hey, this is what must be there. Sorry, yo, maybe
No, that was perfect.
Hey, this was what they call fate.
How could this happen 2 days in a row? Why are you so surprised?
Ah, so you're the one that got to play the Steel Samurai. It's too bad I didn't realize that up until now.
You are acquaintances with Larry?
Why, yes. We worked at the same company for a little while, you know. That's why it's okay, my edgy poo. You don't need to be jealous. I was in the next room, you know, trying to get in some beauty sleep. But it was so noisy in here that I couldn't fall asleep, so I came over to complain. So imagine my shock when I saw my precious edgy poo waiting here for me. I mean, who could have imagined that you would ever come to a show like this? I guess I misjudged you, edgy poo. I thought he was trying to avoid me, you know.
That was no misjudgment on your part. That's precisely what I was trying to do.
But it looks like the winds have shifted, and now he's willing to be chased after. I'm simply overwhelmed. Don't you worry, edgy poo. I'll chase after you forever to the ends of the earth.
This is one of those rare times when Francisca and I actually see eye to eye. Let's talk to her. Now then, what are you doing here? I thought you were working at Gatewaterland as the Pink Badger.
What are you talking about? That was ages ago!
That was yesterday!
Look, I worked at Global Studios before a long time ago, right? Well, they called me up this morning. Actually, kind of out of the blue. Apparently, the girl who plays the Pink Princess collapsed from a bad cold. It happened so suddenly. They called me in to be her last-minute replacement.
Do they not have enough people on staff at that studio?
I really couldn't say no, so here I am, playing the role of the heroine. Instead of that Mindy girl, I mean. But the poor girl, I feel bad for her. Because they let me stand in for her. She's going, I got to stand in. I got to last minute. I had to throw the ragdoll instead of shuriken. And then the audience was in the uproar. And then I tell you, there was really as much simpletons.
So basically, you received the stand-in request this morning, correct?
You got it. If you need to see it, I've got it right here. Look.
Why do you have that on your person?
Don't tell.
Guess where I was keeping it?
I tell you, my fine acting moved the entire audience to tears.
Yes, tears of laughter, as I recall.
But being famous has its problems too, you know. Here, take a look at this. It's a letter from a stalker. I was just taking my break when I found this stuck under the door of my room. Honestly, you really have to watch out for these kinds of things. Look at what it says. Wendy, I'll be descending on you from... sorry, I messed that up. Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your loving night. What absolutely revolting. I mean, you think you could have got my name right? There's no accent in my name.
Wait, this horrible handwriting. Where have I seen this before?
But now that you're here, edgy poo, I feel 100% safe.
Where do I factor into this?
You bust that evil stalker man for my sake, wouldn't you, edgy poo?
Well, if you allow me the liberty to handle this in my own way, I'll gladly dispatch a detective to your house later.
Oh, come on, edgy poo, stop being so dismissive and playing hard to get.
I hate you.
Hee.
Oh, good, more. Let's talk more to her. What were you doing at the time of the crime?
What crime?
What?
After the show was over, I had nothing but free time on my hands. So I used the fireplace in my room next door to keep my bed hit warm. Is that right? Oh, itchy poo, so scared. Hold me, caress me.
Hold it! If you could please not cling on to my personage.
Oh, that. No, I didn't go. I mean, I may have the heart of a young, tender maiden, but my body just refuses to cooperate at times.
You see, when you
So
get
it's
to
a
be my age, you have to take more frequent visits to the restroom.
And then bang! Explosive poop.
Can you... Oh, God. Can you provide proof of your condition?
Oh, just go ahead and ask the doctors in the infirmary. They're the ones who carried me from the theater all the way to this embassy.
I have to admit, the thought of her not being able to leave that room is rather pleasant. It's me, I'm out of heart!
Doggy.
This dog. Is this Missile? It's Missile! That action alone isn't exactly what's going to solve the case for us, you know. Missile is the best dog, objectively.
Missile is good dog.
Shu Takumi loves his dog so much he wrote an entire game making him the coolest character in it. Oh, look, flesh.
Oh! You're a good boy eating flesh.
Wait, Francisca, isn't that an official samurai dog? It's just a meat substance snack featuring the seal samurai. I'm sure it'll be fine. We should really be focusing on why there was a samurai dog there in the first place. I somehow doubt that. Doesn't even look like the shirt would fit him. A samurai dog and a lady's undershirt. What is this case? What are these two items doing in a room like this? Given the circumstances, the lady's undershirt could only belong to one person. I suppose I should get this over with and ask the owner of the undershirt.
Larry Butts.
Yeah. Also, this is yours. You didn't even look at it?
No, you didn't even look at it.
What about the other missile from Ghost Trick? They're the same. Now this is a trip I'm willing to endorse, especially if we can finally get some peace here. How about this? No? Okay, I guess it is old bags.
Might be they have to present it to Old Bag first and then Larry.
Yeah.
It won't allow you to do it out of order.
If you could please take a look at this brown-colored undershirt.
Oh, that's where I pooped.
Oh, Edgy-Poo, what is the meaning of this? Why did you steal that thing from my bags? All you had to do was ask, and I would have gladly given it as many as you like.
Thanks, but no thanks. This shirt was found here at this crime scene.
What?
That's a face. Come now, why don't you just confess and explain what it's doing here?
I know nothing to tell you.
What?
Oh, I admit that I used the fireplace to dry that shirt.
What? Why?
But I can't really help the fact that I had to, you know. Wearing that pink princess costume was like being in a sauna. And on top of that, I get fingered as a suspect. You're too cruel, Edgy-Poo.
Are you claiming that you never once set foot inside this room?
Of course I am. If I had been the one to find the body, you think I'd be as calm as relaxed as I am. Tell you, I'm always like this. For another tabloid article's missing, the camera's missing, they're missing, his picture is missing, his matter, my husband, and we got married, said, you know, I come stick and married. Propose what you should do, and whisper in my ear, deserve, will you marry me? Honestly, ministers.
Well, I don't believe she's lying about her actions. So I can safely assume she really was drying her shirt by the fireplace on her break. And somehow the undershirt managed to move from the next room into this one. I assume the samurai dog was also yours.
Ah, that brilliant mind of yours. You really can see everything about me.
And so the feeling of dread continues. But I suppose that I should ask for more details. The samurai dog was yours, wasn't it?
Oh, of course, I'm forever yours, my edgy wedgy boy.
Hold it! If you could just stick to what I asked you. No!
You really don't change, do you?
No, sorry.
Anyway, that samurai dog wasn't mine. Those things are a present from the studio to the embassy.
So, did you deliver the samurai dogs to the embassy staff as per your instructions?
How about that? See, after the show, I went to rest a spell in the dressing room. Because of my bad hip, you know. And there they were. The samurai dogs were just sitting on the dressing room floor. Well, if by my preparation you mean sampling them as well.
Excuse me.
Oh, I tried one and thought they were actually quite good. Sorry, but I just had to find out. I know it was silly of me to think this, but I figured that since they're for a kids show, their taste was probably for kids too. But they were so good that I couldn't stop.
Hot dog box.
Before I went back to my room, I just had to help myself to half a dozen or so boxes. As I sat there by the roaring fire, warming them and eating them, I thought, this is. What is it now? Oh, I know, I bet you want a box too, don't you, my edgy boo? Well, who am I to say no to you? But I'll only give you one, the rest are all for me.
Hot dog box. I mean, you right.
Yeah. This thing really showed me not to underestimate the taste of a snack meant for kids.
Was it really that tasty?
Don't tell me you haven't had one yet. In that case, I'll just have to feed you one. Now open wide, here comes the hot dog tray.
Nope, that's perfectly alright. I'm currently on the job right now.
Oh, come on, Edgy Poo, open up. So this person will be descending on me from up above tonight, huh? Oh, Edgy Poo, I'm so scared. Hold me.
If you could please not cling on to my personage.
Honestly, beautiful people have it so hard. All it took was for me to be up on that stage for a little while and the stalker is born.
Actually, the whole time you were up on the stage, you were in costume. Therefore, no one should have recognized you or what you looked like underneath.
But there is that thing, you know. They say people can identify you by your aura. So even without seeing my face, my stalker could see the beauty within me. So you see, that's how I charm the pants off of men.
Charm? You? Preposterous. See me? There's no trace of this room's fireplace being used. Smoke was supposedly pouring out of the chimney connected to this fireplace. At least according to Larry. This is a contradiction of the facts, is it not? There is testimony from an investigator that puts Larry at this particular chimney. So no, I don't think it was a mistaken impression on Larry's part. On the other hand, the fireplace in the next room was being used at the time. Where do you suppose the smoke from that fireplace went? Precisely. The lady's undershirt that Missile found. What? You have it all wrong. This is evidence. And the owner of this piece of evidence was in the next room over. And yet, despite that, Missile found it in the fireplace of this room. This lady's undershirt. Not quite. The fireplace in this room is connected to a chimney. The other fireplace in the other room is also connected to the same chimney, leading us to the possibility that the two fireplaces are connected.
We just talked about this, Miles.
There's an X on the back of the wall in the fireplace. Let's see if I can't get a better look at it. Oh, it's a secret fireplace. The wall separating this room's fireplace from the next room's fireplace apparently turns. As I suspected, this fireplace does indeed connect the room to the neighboring room. There appears to be nothing particular about the next room, but the fact that there's nothing special about the next room isn't what's important. It's the fact that there's a secret passageway through this room's fireplace. It's pretty rad, honestly.
That is really cool. Also, that fireplace has a mustache.
That's like, if I ever become like a millionaire, that's on my bucket list, is install a secret passageway or secret compartment in wherever I'm living.
That would be super cool.
No, she couldn't move at all because of her stiff hip. So she could not have been the one. Unfortunately, I believe that this fireplace has nothing whatsoever to do with Damask II's murder. Investigation complete. Let's go home.
Angie, won't you take me with you?
I will kill you. It would appear that the answer has been made. It's very clear.
Clear!
Very well then. If you are prepared, I'll show you exactly where my deductions have led me. Shut up, Larry. My first attack will be to expose your lie for what it really is. I know that there's still something you're keeping from the rest of us.
Have you ever had to defend someone who wasn't lying at all? Like, at all?
Yeah.
A little bit?
It's pretty rare.
Seems very rare.
It's, like, usually they lie by accident, like they're under a mistaken impression of something. I think once or twice you get a defendant who, like, literally just only tells the truth. But they're not on stand for very long, obviously.
Yeah, because that wouldn't be very interesting.
Larry, I only have one thing to say to you.
Princess, for a moment I thought Jello was going to say, if I become a millionaire, on my bucket list is to put mustaches on my possessions.
Larry, it doesn't matter what sort of harebrained trouble you've caused. I only ask that you do not lie to me. If you cause an innocent person to be judged unfairly because of some insipid lie, I will never forgive you. Although, allow me to say, that I consider you to be among the innocent in this case, and that I will draw the real killer out. You can trust me on this. Just what happened will do. Now then, if you would please testify as to what you did up on the roof tonight. Well, I was feeling kind of horny, so I put my dick in the chimney. Stop.
Well, it's just Larry Butts. I think I'll take this opportunity to take a bathroom break.
Understandable.
I'll be back.
Bonk. Larry, I thought I just finished telling you not to lie anymore. And what exactly is so ultra embarrassing that you can't tell me? I already don't respect you, Larry. I have every intention to, for I'm not about to let us waste such time on such a trifling matter. You left the pushcart. Could you please clarify that statement for me? Well, it would be rather impolite to dirty another country's embassy. And what was she doing? She must have been incapacitated by the pain in her bad hip that she suffered during the show. Yeah, that plant behind him is weird. So you shook hands with the ambassador of the Kingdom of Alabas, did you? Agreed. I apologize for his inconsiderate words. Now, Larry, please continue. You're already telling us nothing but lies, so let it go and move on. Larry, I want you to listen very carefully and take this to heart. The whole point of your life is to cause misery and pain to everyone you encounter. Hold it! Oh, wrong. Has it crossed your pea-sized brain yet that Agent Lang is only out to arrest you, Larry? I should hardly think that chimneys are that rare. A romantic chimney. You suddenly wanted to play Santa. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't dredge up such an unnecessary memory for me. Actually, it is worth... Is it worth delving into whether or not playing Santa is a big deal? Why not? Actually, I believe in the case of this man, playing Santa is actually quite a big deal. Precisely. You hit the nail on the head, Agent Luster. Tell me something, Larry. Did you know that Santa's job is to deliver presents to people all over the world? In that case, it's your turn to tell me something. I want you to tell me to whom you were delivering a present to. Objection! That must be the most elegant description of you I've ever heard, but a lie is still a lie. In any case, the person you wish to deliver a present unto was most certainly this. I mean, he wanted to give it to the girl who Old Bag replaced. Wow, this guy's got a hell of a description. I present his penis to Old Bag. Well, I must admit that I myself hardly ever have the want to run into that lady. However, what if you were misinformed and under the wrong impression? Then what? I simply mean that the man before you thought to enter the old lady's room without knowing one very important fact, and that fact is best summed up with this. That is something the old... This is something the old lady received from him in... You understand now? The girl who normally plays the Pink Princess... Mindy, was it again? It seems that this man is quite taken with that actress. Hmm?
That's fair, Francisca.
Yes. Yes? I suppose you could put it that way.
So I got dinner, so I'll be mute.
Okay. To return to the original topic, I propose that at least this much has been made clear. Without any knowledge that Miss Mindy had fallen ill, Larry tried to make his way into the Pink Princess's room. That much we know for sure. But we're not in court at the moment. Larry, have you not forgotten that should I lose, your victory prize will be your arrest? Alright, whatever. Larry, are you seriously trying to submit this not as a confession, but as a testimony? Oh, it's old bag glass. I just realized.
Oh.
I mean, she is doing her right now, so you're okay. But
Yeah, I can't keep up with that now.
I thought I heard something ominous just now, but perhaps it was just my imagination. I believe there is nothing further for me to prove at this point. Bonk, sorry.
Monk.
Proof, you say? You mean evidence is everything in court, Larry, but I understand your point. Very well. If you wish to see the evidence, then let me show you the last piece of evidence you'll ever wish to see. Hot dog box.
Gun. Just somehow she has a gun.
He really should carry one at this point.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it's just this letter he sent, right?
Yeah.
Larry, don't even think about denying that you have knowledge of this letter. Very slow text crawl.
Letter.
But you weren't about to descend on her from above, were you, Mr. Loving Knight? Objection! You can pretend to be ignorant all you like, but it's written right here. This letter proves that you were not out to meet the old lady, but rather that you were attempting to pay Miss Mindy a visit. What part of this letter shows the It's the name. Larry, I suggest you take up penmanship lessons. That is, if you never wish to experience this level of embarrassment ever again. I love how weird his eyes are. You wrote Mindy so sloppily that it became Wendy to the average eye. God, this would be perfect for Majin. It's literally the "do not be mean to me" voice.
Yeah. His two best characters under one roof.
Sure, if you're willing to make amends, starting with your incredibly embarrassing mistake. Come again. Hold it! Penmanship analysis. No matter who, all people have certain unique features to their handwriting. Ergo, all we have to do is compare the handwriting in this letter to a sample of yours, and we'll know soon enough who it was that sent this letter. Jesus Christ, Larry. You human obstacle cone. It's no use, Mr. Loving Knight, for you've already graciously provided me with another sample of your handwriting.
Larry, why are you being difficult?
That's a question you could ask in any moment with Larry in any game.
That's true.
This autograph and our mysterious letter. If we compare the handwriting, we'll know the answer to our questions soon enough. I actually forget, Glass, how much of Ace Attorney are you familiar with? What have you played?
Just the first 3.
Okay. You've gotten most of the canonical Larry, then.
Yeah.
Confess now, Larry, to your miserable failure! So, he finally confesses. Except for the fact that the letter was an utter failure at conveying said statement. Larry, you may be a shameful, good-for-nothing blight on the face of humanity. However, I always knew you weren't the killer. I told you to trust me, because at the very least I can attest to that about you.
Not really friends.
I know him.
Know of him.
I have spoken to Larry Butts. He means the murder weapon. Larry, did you forget? There are 2 layers of suspicion hanging over your head. I'm well aware, and you should be as well, that this upcoming battle will be crucial. I can easily point out the contradiction in the supposed murder weapon, but the real problem for me is figuring out what the real murder weapon is. This will be a high-stakes gamble. This is one game I can't afford to lose. It's probably the statue, right?
I mean, it's gotta be because it's moved.
Oh, well, good point. Larry did it. Hold it! If you're alluding to his reason for being by the chimney, we've already established that. You're accusing me of fabricating evidence. This man has some serious issues with prosecutors. Larry, I can agree because I know you and your personality well. However, Agent Larry the Cucumber knows nothing about you. Or me, for that matter. I sense his hatred for my entire profession emanating from his entire being. meaning that the only way I can prove Larry's innocence is the presence of irrefutable evidence.
The dog.
Excuse me, but glittering red and offering up the scent of blood? Beaten to death, huh? This last statement is too important to just let it slip by. Samurai dogs! Hold it! About this samurai sword. Have you received a report from forensics yet? Alright, but have they confirmed that the outline of his wound is consistent with the weapon? I suppose so. I guess they must still be investigating this room. Meaning that it's possible he didn't know about that piece of evidence's true nature. Am I supposed to present the spear because it's hollow, so the sword probably is too? Do you know what this is, Agent Luigi? And I think the whip is in a slightly different category. No. I simply want you to take a look at this section here. Precisely. Apparently, a certain troublemaker hit it against a wall in this embassy earlier. And since you can clearly see, the insides of the steel samurai's weapons are hollow. In other words, they're replicas that aren't strong enough to deliver. It's not the right weapon, let alone the multiple strikes necessary to bludgeon someone to death. Oops. And yet, there's not even a dent in the samurai sword. How do you explain that? The Steel Samurai special move was changed tonight because of him? Bastard!
He's guilty.
Take him away. Yes, let's return to the real topic of discussion. This is where the real gamble begins. I don't have a real strategy per se, so all I can do for now is let the chips fall where they may. Miss Von Karma, as you know, unlike your father, I am not a genius prosecutor. Plus, I doubt his record of a 50 or 40-year win streak will ever be broken. But perhaps it is for the best if it remains unbroken, for no one should have conceived to the notion of convict all defendants in the first place. That may be your opinion. However, I don't believe that's all we are. Can you guys stop philosophying?
I was giving you my logic speech and everything. Come on.
As a prosecutor, what I pursue is not the perfect victory, but the perfect truth. And if that means the bridge I must cross will crumble beneath my feet, then let it crumble as I walk onwards toward the truth. Would you two shut the fuck up? Of course. What I need is evidence. Even Agent Lang can't refute. Oh, fuck, I did it again. Even Agent Lang of Avatar The Last Airbender fame saved it. This is it. It's time to bring this to a close.
Just imagine Francisca getting the whip ready. I saved it!
How long do you intend to cling onto that preposterous theory? Hold it! You left no stone unturned. Is that a fact? Yes, of course. In that case, allow me to make it all crystal clear for you. No? Well, it's a statue because they can't search it, right? Maybe I have to press him first.
Maybe.
The only place where you could find blood was on the samurai sword. Do I have a problem with Agent Lang's assertion? Oh, great. Yes. If you believe that there is no other door of possibility left to open, then allow me to force one open for you. By showing you what may even be possibly the real murder weapon. Of course, because it's not possible that your men inspected everything in their investigation. I'm not slandering them, I assure you. I'm merely pointing out that their investigation... Dragnet? Actually, I don't know that word. Has a few...
Neither do I.
Has a few holes in it. Let's look it up. Let's learn a thing.
Woo!
Dragnet. Oh, it's literally dragnet, like the two words.
Oh.
A net drawn through a river. Okay. To catch fish. Huh. Alright.
Alright.
And that item is the real murder weapon. The real murder weapon, which not a single person has yet to touch, is this! The National Treasure of Alabast. Yes, and as you know, only the ambassador and his secretariat may touch it. Which, I believe, means that neither you nor your men were able to examine it, correct? All right, Lunt. If you could take a look at this. The direction the statue is facing just before and after the crime are different. And there's only one conclusion I can draw from that.
just go already.
He said no! Oops, I bumped into it.
Oops a daisy.
Agent Listerine. You're an alright guy. Agent Lobes. The hypothesis is mine, so if someone is to take the responsibility, let it be me. If we want to know the truth, we can't stop here. Action must be taken. Agent Lubricant.
Lazy.
I'd like to. I think it's called warfing, where you just like shout out the first half of a word and you have to like let your brain naturally fill in the next part. So I'm just gonna try and do that and see if it works. I'd like to run a luminol chemiluminescence test. Chemiluminescence test on the statue. Indeed. We are hardly done examining this statue, Agent Logan's Run. Knowing that it is the real weapon, I believe further examination is required. I actually can't discredit that hypothesis. I don't think it's that unlikely. A friend? Is it Piff?
Hi, Biff.
It's Biff. I'm back.
We mustn't go around denouncing people's opinions.
Our stuff work out?
I didn't hear the question.
Did
Cars. Yeah.
Go.
Did car stuff work out?
Oh, car stuff. Yeah.
Good.
Ugh. Worst case scenario, these prints belong to Larry. But it looks like it's too late for me to do anything about that now. Oh, Larry, did you hit the statue with the spear? No, that's impossible. No, it isn't. He's a secretariat.
Yeah.
Each Primado statue can... Each statue can only be handled by someone of that country. But by the very fact that Mr. Cochin's fingerprints are on this one, it leads me to only one conclusion. This statue is actually Babal's statue! Larry never once set foot in Babalese soil, so he was free to go. However, this new piece of information only served to confuse us even further. The ringleader of a smuggling operation was killed with an alabaster knife in Babal. And Damask II was killed on Alabastrian soil with Babal's national treasure. And the mystery of the great thief Yatagarasu, who visited both countries. The pieces were there, but I had yet to see the big picture they were to form. Okay. Alright. I think I am going to pause there for a few hours to give my voice a rest, and I will pick up a stream later, maybe after Ebonward, so I can get some friends to help, and it will not kill my voice as much.
That sounds good.
Alright. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye bye, everyone.
Beedly boop.